My upgrades are Invincible, Chapter 1b, Fan Fiction, by Azazyel. That wasn't all. As I held the spear, similar to my little pocket space window, I could see in my mind, I got a little prompt mentally that read, Goblin's Bane, a spear born and made of a lone goblin wanderer, does additional damage to goblins, sucking goblins' blood heavily and other monsters much less while the blade is with their body, and the spear can be directly upgraded via the corpse of an orc being fused into a spear. Hidden upgrade, 1. They shall no fear. Kill 1,000 goblins by only using the spear to naturally grant the spear the ability to heal the user from the blood of monsters it has absorbed and grant a small portion of the slain monster's strength to the user. I blanked looking at the spear for a moment before I sighed, and I face-bombed as I realized joining a familia if word of my weapons got out was going to be fucking impossible if they couldn't protect me. But if my weapons could naturally strengthen my body and stuff from simply killing monsters, do I even need to join a familia and have to deal with the whims of a god or goddess? I thought before sighing and shutting down those thoughts as I heard the scratching of feet padding across the rough stone floor of the dungeon. With a short glance, I saw from down the tunnel the goblin was previously looking down, a goblin walking towards my turn. And as the goblin took the turn, I held the spear close to the blade and then brought it down on the surprised goblin, pushing it through its collarbone and into its chest, making it gurgle on blood as the tri-pointed spear went directly into its heart before I wrenched out my spear and backpedaled as the goblin weakly swung its arm at me, claw at me, and once its arm passed I stepped forward and with a crunching noise, I rammed my spear through its chest again but lodged it into its spine, making it go limp as it died. Checking my spear after I fused that goblin corpse, I realized the so-called hidden mission was actually hidden, so it was showing itself was probably just to show me that such upgrades were possible. But either way, the blade of the spear had barely thickened, with the fur covering the length of the spear feeling a bit more uniform, like how a dog or animal had a grain to their coats that you were supposed to pet them according to, otherwise it would force up their hair. After a moment of thought, I realized that either I needed to actually save some monster stones for the local currency of Valis, or I would need to fuse some shit weapons I could sell off at like a pawn store or something. Damn it, the life of always needing money never ends, I muttered as I backtracked through the dungeon. As I knew, staying here without more preparation wasn't wise, as I needed to make some armor and other stuff so I could stay within the dungeon for a long while to take advantage of my ability to fuse monsters in peace, with how surprisingly quiet the first floor was.